Welcome aboard. It's the Great Canadian Tax Trek, which sounds super boring, but today we're traveling from sea to sea in Canada, west to east to expose that sucker punch, the real cost of buying a home and actually living in it for 5 years across this fine nation in terms of tax. So we're breaking down land transfer taxes and annual property taxes, the ones that suck you like your ex who drained your savings, stole your dog, hooked up with your roommate, and still had the nerve to ask for your Disney Plus password. That level of tax trauma. And the ones that only sort of suck, like a paper cut on your tongue, annoying, unnecessary, and it ruins everything you try to enjoy, but hey, you will survive, probably. And yes, we're plugging in real numbers. We're gonna base it on $750,000 home. And let's be honest, it's not true home ownership. Really, it's the illusion of home ownership. You don't really own it, you just rent it from the government forever. Except this time it comes with a mortgage. So buckle up, grab your calculator, and let's find out which cities are taxing your dreams the hardest. We're gonna start with land transfer taxes because that is usually a provincial thing, and it's the government's version of congrats on your new home, give me money. So I'm going province by province, and then I'm gonna hit the major cities after that with the property taxes. So beautiful British Columbia absolutely lives up to its name. BC hits you with 1% on the first 200K, 2% on the portion up to 2 million, and then 3% if you're really rolling past the $2 million mark. This is land transfer, so it's when you purchase. So $750,000 home, that's a total of $13,000 before you even move in. And if you're buying in Vancouver, that's all you pay. There's no extra city land tax, not yet anyways, until they figure out that they can charge you for it. So Alberta, no land transfer tax until October 2024 when they snuck something in and they made some changes. So now you've got a land transfer, title transfer fee, $50 plus $5 per 5,000 of value. You can see it right up here. So a mortgage registration fee is the same deal. So when you add it all up on a $750,000 home with like a $600,000 mortgage, the total's $1,450. Still super cheap compared to most of the country, but Alberta was pure until it wasn't. Now, Saskatchewan, flat rate, just like the province, 0.3% of the purchase price. So $750,000 times 0.003% gives you $2,250. Straightforward, total respect. Manitoba's land transfer tax is like climbing stairs with bricks, and actually most of the rest of these are. So first 30K is free. Thank you very much, Manitoba. What's that gonna buy? Like a cardboard freaking box? And then on the next 0.5%, you know what? Let's just look at it up here because it's like all these different levels. 1% of 90K, 1.5, you get the idea. Take a look at the chart there. What it comes down to is this. When you do the math, the total's $12,650. Yeah, that hurts. And they insult you by saying up to 30K is free. What a joke. And it's colder than a landlord's soul during a rent negotiation. Ontario, the center of the universe. Do they still sing that song? Give us a place to stand and a place to grow. We'll call this land Ontario. I got it stuck in my head from when I was a kid. Anyways, here's where it gets spicy. Again, the steps climbing up. It's right up here over my shoulder. 1% to 250K. I'm calling bullshit on that one. No one's buying a shed for that price in Ontario. And then you've got the 400K up to 2 million. That's $11,475 for our example. But if you're in Toronto, surprise, the city charges the exact same again. Double tap. $22,950. Are you kidding me? The sixth giveth and then taketh twice. Quebec, La Belle Province, gives you the welcome tax because nothing says bienvenue like a 5-figure bill, am I right? So here again, over the shoulder, we've got the stepping stone, 1.5 up to 500, 2% beyond that. Your total on 750K is gonna be $10,732. Welcome indeed. Nova Scotia, flat 1.5% deed transfer tax, $750,000 by 1.5%, nice and flat, $11,250. No nonsense, just give me a frickin' check, please. Newfoundland and Labrador, I love Newfoundland. Love St. John's. Here you pay flat 0.4% of the amount over $500 plus a $100 reg fee, $3,098 on a $750,000 home. Not bad compared to everybody else. So now let's talk about the gift that keeps on giving, property tax. And we're going to take it from west to east, city by city. So this is your annual reminder that you never really own your home. You just rent it from the city forever. It's calculated by multiplying your home's assessed value by the city's property tax rate. Who cares? You end up paying tax. So let's assume $750,000 home holds steady in value over the next 5 years. And now one of these is going to make you laugh your ass off. You literally will be like, why are you living there? Why? And the drivers are crappy. I digress. So west to east, here we go. And yes, I know Victoria's further west than Vancouver, but it's my video, so I can do whatever I want. Vancouver, BC, pretty low key win here, 0.3%. So that's just $22.50 per year. Wow, that's actually really low and surprising. Victoria, BC, 0.47, still higher, but very decent at $3,500. Now, Edmonton, Alberta, the city that's raised it over the past 3 years in a row, is a whopping 1.017%. So that's at over $7,500 a year. Calgary, Alberta, 0.65%, kind of stuck in the middle here, $48.75 per year, still pretty solid for a major city. Regina has a mill rate of 1.589%. So that's going to be about $12,000 a year. Ooh, that is a lot, man. That escalated pretty quick here. Oh, but we haven't seen Winnipeg yet. Winnipeg, Manitoba. Are you ready for this? 2.73% per year. You heard that right. That's $20,500 annually on a $750,000 home. They better be picking up your garbage in a freaking tuxedo. Ottawa, 1%, nice and round, although there's nothing nice about tax. Gonna be $7,500 a year. Toronto, not unlike Calgary, 0.72. That'd hit you for about $5,400 a year. But don't forget, you get double taxed on the land tax. Montreal, Quebec, 0.59%. That's going to hit you for about $4,400. Potholes are free. Halifax, Nova Scotia, 1.11%. We're getting heavy again. $83.25 per year. Coastal views don't come cheap. St. John's, Newfoundland, 0.91%, $68.25 per year. At least their land tax. Land's pretty low, but yeah, you get snow removal for that. Just not during Snowmageddon. Okay, so here's where and what I really wanted to know. What's it look like over a 5-year period? So you bought your home, you got a land transfer tax, and now over a 5-year period, who's gonna be the winner? Who's gonna be the loser? Where does it suck to live? You might have guessed it already, but here we go. Most expensive city, drumroll please. Winnipeg, Manitoba, a soul-crushing $115,000 over 5 years. That's if your home doesn't go up in value. That's more than 5 times the winner. And if you like really cold weather and hockey, you're just paying a premium to freeze your ass off there. Now, here's the winner. Another drum roll. You're not gonna believe this. It's Vancouver. It's the same city where it rains 9 months a year and you need a down payment just to park your car. But somehow low property taxes make it the best deal in the country over 5 years. Who would have known? How did Calgary fare in that? Well, second from the bottom. It did really well. I think Edmonton's up there a little bit, maybe about halfway, but Calgary's still a great place to live. All these cities are great places to live. I like Winnipeg. They got great beaches and, it gets nice and hot in the summertime, but man, is it cold in the winter. Holy smokes. Anyways, if you like this one, please like and subscribe. And check out the one on tariffs if you love taxes that much or you love hearing about it. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.